When it comes to learning and children on the autism spectrum, actually, when it comes to learning in general, every child is going to learn in a different way. And I think the most important thing you as a parent can do is recognize what your child's strengths are. Every child has a strength. Every person has a strength. And I think often in society we tend to go, my child's not so good at maths, so I need to hire a maths tutor. When in fact, we should really focus on what they're really good at and focus on developing that skill rather than focusing on their weaknesses.
When it comes to development in general, I think as parents, me being a new mum myself, I found it really easy to get caught up in, trying to meet milestones and tick those milestones off a list once your child has reached them. But once you take a step back and realise that literally every child develops at their own pace and will reach that milestone when they're ready, I think that's the most important thing you can do with a child, especially a child that has additional needs. So psychology has a real place when it comes to people on the autism spectrum to help them work through their emotional expression and their emotional regulation. But that being said, I think the role of a psychologist when it comes to autism is really to help the whole family, help the family develop systems for, managing tricky behaviours, for example, and then making sure that system is easily implemented within the family home and suits the family. And I think as well, psychology has a really big impact on helping the family manage, the grief that can come with a diagnosis of autism in some cases.
I think emotional regulation is really important for everyone, but particularly children on the autism spectrum can really struggle with their impulse control and might, feel those big emotions and may not be able to express them in an adaptive and appropriate way. So by teaching children to express their emotions in a more manageable or appropriate way, they're probably better able to manage those emotions in the classroom and in public, which just helps in general with behaviour.